Hello and welcome back to Broadside Gaming with me, Zug. So we've had some news today with Darktide, which is nice because it's basically been 4.5 months of thanks, Solar. It's basically been 4.5 months of silence from any of them on their Discord, on the forums, and through the creator partnership program. There has been no word. I have checked with others, they've also received no word through the creator program. So, what is this they've given us today? Well, I shall quickly read through it with you, and then we shall discuss it a little bit. Okay, so what have they said? Our first update. Let's start again with that. Sorry. What is coming up in Darktide? Well, and this is what they've said. Our first update will focus on a comprehensive revamp and expansion of the penance system. Yay! Because that's what we wanted. Just penance system changed again, including adding many additional rewards and completely new ways to earn them. We'll be sharing more information on this update by the end of the month, along with a dev blog, so you can keep your eyes peeled on our community channels to learn more. So yeah, I'm not massively enthused by this, because I mean, we've been running the same 5 or 6 maps since the beginning. I mean, the Karnak Twins was a nice little Christmas event, but it's not exactly new content, which they haven't really given us for a very long time. And I'm not including a couple of spades and some slightly tweaked weapons. Okay, that's not content. That's just them shifting assets around. But the next bit is slightly more interesting. Following this, we are working on an overhaul of our current itemization process. With the new system, we want to remove a lot of the unpredictable grind that came from an RNG heavy system, whilst giving players more agency and a steady manner to progress towards specific loadouts, blessings, and stat refinement. Well, hip bloody hooray, because it's only taken them 18 months, 19 months to tell us they're going to give us the same system that Vermintide 2 has, which we've been asking for since the beginning. Because this whole RNG system they have their weapons is just really dumb. I've clocked up almost 3,000 hours in the game because I really liked it, and I still do like it. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's a terrible game. No, the devs again just haven't handled anything well. It's a fun game for what it is. It's just they've not done anything with it. But from the beginning, a lot of us have been saying, why don't you just itemize stuff like you did in Vermintide? Whereas there were many different levels of weapons like we have. Grey, green, blue, gold, and red. But obviously we've got the epic version in this. But red, right, and hear me out on this, red rolled perfectly, right? So as soon as you got the weapon, you could re-roll it, all 4 stats, which were the attributes and, say, the blessings. I mean, I can give you a... Let's just look at the combat blade. So, in Vermintide, a red version of this would be rank 4, and this would be rank 4, rank 4. But we'd be able to pick it. They didn't arbitrarily lock off 2 of them because reasons. And there is no reason apart from to make us play more to try and get the perfect weapon. It's a hamster wheel. They decided to put us on, then it's taken them almost 2 years to realise, oh wait, this isn't very fun. Because it's not. The fun with Vermintide was you would work towards a position where you could grind for the red weapons, which would be Legend or Cataclysm. And then once you started getting them, you thought, oh great, okay, I'm getting these better weapons, I can start doing harder runs, we can start pushing them a bit more, we can start farming faster, we can try new builds, we can do this, we can just play. It wasn't in, oh, this like 370 weapon rolled really, really, really well. Oh, I've upgraded it, now it's useless because one of the stats is locked that I need to change. Or, oh, this is really great, but oh dear, again, one of the blessings is not good. Again and again and again and again. Like this heavy sword, for example, would be pretty decent. Oh wait, it's got savage sweeps. I don't want savage sweeps. I want head taker. That's a shame. This 379 weapon is now pointless because I can't change it. I can't do anything about it. So it's taken them this long to realise the itemization system in this game is just not good. So they've gone through a few changes with Hadron and how you do things and how you collect blessings and all of that. I mean, okay, the whole blessing thing, maybe keep that. It's really annoying. It's taking me, I don't know, 6 months of countless hours of playing to get Uncanny Strikes rank 4. But that's just me being unlucky. But again, that's part of the RNG system. They seem to just be sapping the fun out of their own game. And while doing this, they've kind of completely neglected the actual gameplay loop in the game. So there's no new maps. There's very little change in the gameplay. Like, I haven't done any guides for the last 4 or 5 months because nothing's changed. I'm not going to just recycle the same guides over and over and over again because what's the point? No, the guides I released in October are still as valid as they were then, today. So it's just, is it too little too late? I hope not, because I enjoy the game, but they don't seem to be putting very much effort into their own system. And let's move on to the next part. Although there are significant portions of each update, this is not our full plan for 2024. Good. We will be adding new elements to Darktide throughout the year, as well including, but not limited to, new missions, new enemies, new weapons, new conditions, new features alongside balance updates, quality of life additions, along with some other surprises which we will share in due time. Let's hope it's kind of a Chaos Wasty kind of thing, because that was nice. Because that was for people who had ground everything, they had loads of weapons, they're like, Chaos Waste, right, you go in there, everyone starts with grey gear, it's all about how you blend the blessings and, you know, all that sort of thing as you go through. I really enjoyed Chaos Waste. I thought it was fun. But I'll take you back to my other point. Is it too little too late after months and months of literally no real correspondence with the devs? They've just kind of gone radio silent again, like they keep doing. And I know a lot of people say, oh, well, they're working on Vermintide 2 and their PvP update, which is cool, you know. They're finally adding a feature into it that Left 4 Dead did about 20 years ago, which is fine. I thought that feature in Left 4 Dead was amazing, letting us take control of enemy units and, like, hassle players as they're going through. It was fun and it was hilarious. I loved it. So I think it's going to be pretty cool in Vermintide 2. But to do that, they have kind of neglected their newest game, which, by all accounts, is in the most trouble, and has been since the get-go. Because not only did they admit they released it basically a year too early, and destroyed most of the goodwill of the first adopters, they went silent on us. And they said, oh, we'll never do it again. And what did they do? They went silent on us again. I just think it's in poor taste of them to do that. Especially when the community as a whole has only just started giving positive reviews and generally looking forward to what's happening in Darktide. And they turn around and they pull the same thing again as they did at the beginning. you know, Fact Shark, you know, get it together. I don't understand why they keep repeating the same mistakes. Oh my god, these incoming voices. Yeah, there we go. Just turn them off for a second. I don't understand why they're making the same mistakes over and over and over again. All they have to do, even if they say to us, right, this is going to be a bit of a slog for us to get this ready. Tell I know what it is. They're terrified to overpromise, and I've spoken to a few other creators and people who are in the partnership program, and they've all said the same thing. They are terrified to overpromise and underperform. It's okay, they've got a bit of stage fright. It doesn't mean you go silent, because all it does is annoy people. Give regular updates of what you're actually doing. Don't just like chuck out little hotfixes going, oh, this crash is sorted. Oh dear, veterans are currently immune when they use their shouts. It's like, okay, yeah, bugs, fix them, cool, great. But, you know, give us a roadmap. Talk about the roadmap. Maybe do what the Helldiver devs are doing. And I don't mean the snarky comments. I mean actually talk to your community. Get involved. Do something. I know they binned Hedge because they were being unpleasant, but that doesn't mean you just go silent. It worries me because I really do enjoy the game, but they're repeating the same mistakes. I do hope though that this year is the year of Darktide, where they're actually going to give us a roadmap and stick to it. Or at least not sticking to it, try to stick to it and be open about what they're doing. I'm not asking for a completely rebuilt game. They've given us some things that they're going to be doing. Cool. I like where they're going. I like the optimism. Keep us updated. Talk about it. You know, don't go silent on everyone, especially people who are in your so-called partnership programs. If you want the community to have goodwill towards you, give them something in return, even if it is just a bit of openness. I'm not saying knock this stuff out in a couple of weeks, give us new stuff right this second. I just want them to be open and talk to us about stuff, because staying silent, all it does is irritate people. But yeah, there we go. That's what they've said with the update, which is just, let's hope for a bright and sparkly future. I mean, all we can do is wait and see. But for the time being, I'm playing other games because the gameplay loop gets a little bit tiring. I still enjoy the game, but until they put some big effort into it, I don't see the community growing as a whole. You know, we've dropped down to just over 2,500 players from a lot more back in October, November, when they were, you know, pushing the new skill trees and doing stuff and, you know, being more open with what there was going on. So all we can do is hope. And if not, you know, see what happens. If it goes terribly wrong, just go play Vermintide 2 again. There you go. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the new message from the Darktide devs. You know, what are your thoughts and feelings on the matter? You know, or am I just being dour? I don't know. But I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please like, subscribe, ring that little bell for notifications. It really does help us out. And I shall see you for the next one, whatever the next one may be. So till then, see you later.